Hi, Michelle from Michelle's Reading Rockstars. I get a lot of questions about, do I have books for bedtime? And the answer is yes, of course we do. I think any storybook can be for bedtime, but I'm going to show you some books today that specifically either mention bedtime or are related to bedtime. This is one of our most popular books. This is B is for Bedtime. This is a alphabet book that also happens to be talking about the things that she does as she's getting ready for bed. And it rhymes, it's super sweet, simple illustrations, wonderful for your baby, toddler, just an adorable book with, some sweet moments in the end being tucked in tight. This book is hardcover with those plastic pages and rounded corners too, so very safe for little ones. And then the same author came out with this Counting Through the Day, which is a similar idea, similar characters, but this one happens to be numbers and counting. So if you prefer numbers to an alphabet book, then there you go. For your older kids that might want a slightly longer story, we have this Animal Stories for Bedtime. And this book is, first of all, it's beautiful. It's hardback. It does have paper pages. And it's got stories that take about 5 to 10 minutes to read. Popular ones, The Town Mouse and the Country Mouse, Elephant's Nose, Three Pigs. So classic stories for your kiddo that's a little bit older that wants to hear a imaginative, fun bedtime story. This is a beautiful collectible book though. Like I picture my kids keeping this book on their shelves even when they're older. And this is part of a collection. We also have 5-minute and 10-minute bedtime stories, so I would highly recommend that if you're looking for one for an older child. I Love You Who is an adorable story for younger kids, and it's all about a mama owl who's talking to her baby and saying before bedtime and saying, no matter what, I'm always going to love you, and there might be bumps and there might be hard things, but no matter what, I will always love you who. So very sweet book. This one doesn't have rounded corners. It does have paper pages, so you have to be a little more careful with it. It's still a wonderful book. And then our last one, this is a new release for spring 2018. This is Lemur Dreamer. If you have a child that loves animals, they're going to flip over this. It's all about these animals that live in an apartment complex together. And they have a lemur friend who loves to sleepwalk, and it starts to become dangerous for them. So they all band together and decide to follow him to keep him safe. And they wind up saving him. And at the end, they're like, what are we going to do to keep him safe? And so they buy him a gift. It's a treadmill and a balloon, which I think is really funny. So it's got a funny ending to it. Very sweet book. There's just a few options for your bedtime.